All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Go, go. Let's go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield fighting Harris over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 14-yard line.
Good. 180.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come
Snap.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
At their own 40-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
We're scoreless after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Alert, 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 alert.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Move.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
And sometimes you have to serve as your own blitz control. And what I mean by that is there are going to be times when guys come free and are going to hit you when you're trying to throw the ball. He stood in there and took it and still completed it for a 1st down.
Well, yes, running back had vacated the area there, but able to complete it to him, still make a gain out of it.
I guess that's what we call safety valve, and it worked pretty well.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start to drop. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down, coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The toss out to Barkley. Escapes the defender. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Protein spill. Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Jones, throwing again. Out left side here to Bryant. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on. King.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mayfield now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good relax.
They got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
It's your first drive of the 2nd half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Hey, Charlie! Shoot!
Jones now, operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On second down and 4, Mayfield will get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mayfield on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll make it third down.
15 line. 15 line.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Eli Harold coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jones to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
53's the mark. 53, 66. Pull it hard. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
This game was tied at halftime, but they have come out absolutely on fire.
Well, the switch has certainly been flipped. 3 touchdowns now here in the second half.
And now they're up 3 scores. And if they can get up 4 scores, look out for the 7 years, too.
Oh, boy. Did you just toss it back to the Civil War era? Honest Abe. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Ready? 70, Indy. Greystone, travel. Watch out now.
From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 180. 50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. Stay with your man. Check. Take him out.
Here's Mayfield running the option right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cleveland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm